What did you learn? You know, in all of your books, you talk to a large number of people. You really get out there and explore with a very open mind. What are some of the most interesting things you learned while doing the book that are included in the book?
Well, I talked to, for example, a lot of neuroscientists, and um, I felt that I actually was really encouraged. I've been tracking the field of attention for about 30 years. My dissertation as a graduate student was actually on meditation and meditation as a way of managing stress reactivity.
Yeah,
People that,
there were a lot of dissertations on meditation back in that day, I imagine, right?
well,
Not
that is,
really.
yeah, a lot of us who were interested in it were trying to like shoehorn it in. But what I was about to say is the faculty wasn't interested. They thought this was a crazy topic, that there was no point in pursuing it. And what I've seen now with research like that of Richard Davidson, who I've talked to extensively, who's done research, state-of-the-art research, really gold standard studies, brain imaging and so on, of highly advanced meditators, that it shows something we all maybe suspected way back when, which is that Western psychology and Western culture had too limited a view of human potential in transforming the mind and in how attentional training, how far attentional training could go. Meditation, from a cognitive science point of view, is the retraining of attention. So talking to Davidson was very encouraging on the one hand, and then on the other hand, I look at several kinds of focus. There's inner focus, which is self-awareness and managing our inner world, our distressing emotions and so on. There's empathy, focusing on other people, the kind of connectivity I was talking about, which is the basis for all relationship skill. And then I talk about a third kind of focus, which is systems awareness, the largest focus on, say, the global systems that support life on the planet and the ways in which human systems of transportation and construction and industry and commerce are degrading that larger system. And I met a guy, his name is Paul Pullman. He's the CEO of Unilever, and he is really trying to to leverage his position to make his company, which is a giant company, truly more sustainable in ways that I was really surprised and happy to learn about. One of the things he did was to set a goal that Unilever would source its raw materials from 500,000 smallhold farmers in the third world. What that means is that people struggling to exist on a small farm would become part of the Unilever supply chain, which ensures them sales on a regular basis and expertise. And by lifting those farmers into a situation where they know they have steady income, and the World Bank says this, you do the most important thing for helping rural communities in the third world. You increase education levels, health levels, and income levels. So what Pullman was really doing was ameliorating the social impacts of business in the best way. I found that very inspiring. So you asked, what did I learn that was surprising in writing the book? And I would say the ways in which people are reimagining business and commerce to help the world rather than plunder the world, I found inspiring. So there's quite a range.
And that latter kind of focus is like the largest part of the concentric circle of focus, I guess, that attention to not just your internal states and then your interactions with people, but to the world at large.
That's right. And so the first two, inner focus and other focus, are aspects of emotional intelligence, and the systems awareness is something new, that largest focus, at least for me. In another inspiring learning for me actually was going to a school in Spanish Harlem in Manhattan, a second grade classroom. These are kids that live in projects. They have really tough lives. And half the kids in this school, this classroom, have what are called special needs, ADHD, learning disabilities, and so on. I expected the class to be chaotic. It was calm and focused. And I found out the reason was that every day the students do something they call breathing buddies. They get a little stuffed animal. They find a place to lie down on the floor. They put the stuffed animal on their tummy, and they watch their breath. They count 1, 2, 3 on the in-breath and 1, 2, 3 on the out-breath. It's the beginning of mindfulness training. And the teacher said, this is what makes the difference. This is what keeps the kids calm and alert so they can learn. I found that very inspiring, too.